Welcome to Beyond the Noise on the Big Agenda podcast. This is a political space where we discuss, analyze, and delve into campus politics. And on today's session, we are going to discuss campus agenda in the University of Education, Winneba. I am your host, Gabriel Kogner, and I am joined with me three wonderful panelists who will introduce themselves to the audience. And on my right,
I'm the person of Kogner, Daniel.
And I am Kokuyewa.
On my left,
Tiflos Maoli is my name.
Together, we make Beyond the Noise. On today's session, as I said, we're going to discuss campus agenda or campus political activities in the University of Education, Winneba. So, a general question to all of you: what is campus agenda? When we say campus agenda, what do we mean by that?
Campus agenda is basically politics within the university fraternity, or when individuals or students who are within the university fraternity have the rationale to buy in for various portfolios within the university, either at the departmental level, faculty, SRC, and even the local news.
Okay.
Campus agenda is when students that intends to go to or take leadership roles in the university community. It is when they are selling themselves to the students, the fellow students, that this is their intention, that they want to be the whatever they want to be, whether departmental or the SRC.
Okay. How about you, Phyllis?
I also see campus politics or campus agenda as a political arena where young students or young politicians make propaganda and bring out some cheap politics just to deceive students and bring political power.
Yes, campus agenda. When we enter into a community, there is an expectation that some of us would take on leadership roles because they think we have what it takes to serve. What are some of the positive sides of being an agenda boy or girl in the University of Education? I just want our audience to know the positive side and the negative side of agenda in the University of Education.
Well, I think that it gives you an exposure.
Okay.
It gives you an exposure to diverse individuals within the university fraternity. There are some people that you will see, they are very friendly, they will smile to you, but there are some, because of previous actions and inactions of their certain administration, they won't even give you the first, you even tell them your name. They will just rush you off when they see you.
So, we've established that campus agenda can give you the exposure, it can set you up for future opportunities. How is the political scope in the University of Education when it comes to student politics? What is the dynamic? What is the one constant that we always see every academic year when it comes to student politics?
Oh, okay. I think people hide behind closed doors to do humanitarian work just for students to, just for them to be the interests of the students.
Okay.
But not with the rationale of only doing humanitarian work, but then they in turn request something back from the students. Most of them have engaged themselves in certain organizations and humanitarian organizations, doing certain stuff for students that are in need. Some are even providing sachet waters and go to halls that are having their programs.
Okay.
But they are not doing it just for humanitarian sake. The rationale is that they want these people to vouch in for them when they want to contest for positions within the university fraternity. And in fact, it has really been hurting because when these people are spending, as a student in the university, you need to sit down, think and analyze certain things critically, that these spendings that they are doing, will it affect the pairs of the SRC when they get there? Or they are just doing it for the interest of those individuals that are in need? That is a question that all of us need to always phantom about it.
Okay.
But then we don't normally gear our focus on that because Now we are receiving pleasantries from these individuals, and by the time we realize they will win elections and the kind of amount that they will be quoting in their project, it's very scary. Very, very scary.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yes, and actually.
So to add to whatever that my colleague said.
Okay.
Me, I like those people that normally sense lies because we are here to yeah, for sure. We are here purposely for academic work. So if you intend to go to become a SLC president or something, then you are sending slides, I think you are helping me one way or the other. But this is where I have the problem. You want to become, or you have the intention of becoming something in the future, or yes, then you start this semester. You come and then read my road. Also, I don't have problem. The next year, you come and then build a bridge, construct it very well. As soon as we give you the position, we will not see you again. So it means that we, the student, have to sit down and then analyze these issues. Like, is it like this person is doing for free? One thing, I don't want to mention someone, but I've seen one guy, I think he's from the political science, having some media team. Well, initially, I thought he was projecting himself for something. But I've got to realize that he didn't have any intention for what? For maybe having portfolio or something. You get it? These are some of the people or something that we need to encourage. Not someone who is donating pure water sachet. It's even 50 pesos or 5 cities. I can't buy. So these are some of the things as students, we need to be very, very vigilant. And
Honorable Chieflet, do you have something to add to it?
I think the trend have been that people try to brand themselves for campus agenda.
Okay.
So normally they try to mimic the national politics. So if you want to contest for MP, you try to do some charity work in the constituency. And there are people who they don't have enough of money. They don't have enough. But because of agenda, they'll go and borrow people's shoes just to appear nicely to their audience. So people try to brand themselves for campus agenda, and I think it's very, very wrong. Because if you don't have money, you have to appear to the people that this is who I am, but I'm interested in serving you, so that they will appreciate. But if it happens that you go and hide someone's shoe, someone smoke and all that, just to impress the voters or impress students, at the end of the day, you get the position and you'll be using our money to buy a lot of stuff. You go to the extent of hiring cars and stuff. So I think students, politicians, or students leaders should be careful of how they do their stuff. Talking about the charity, last 3 semesters, there was a day we were studying under the summer hut at Uni Hall. Then candidates came donating pen. You said it's a charity, it's a foundation, and you are donating pen. And I said, you are donating pen to me and you want to take a video. I will not take the pen. Because even if I don't have money, how much is pen? So that you donate pen from your heart and you want to take a video of me taking your pen. I will not take the pen. Because I've been buying pen from KG. So I will not take your pen so that you can put the video somewhere that you are giving me pen through your agenda. Please do get.
Yeah.
So what do they get in turn after they take videos of you when they are
selling
doing these charity?
They want to sell themselves.
You see, let's go back to the roots of Ghanaian politics a little bit. When Nkrumah became the secretary of the UGCC party, you realize that even the little amount that he was being paid was used for some of the party members that were suffering. But then how many times do we even have a video of it? No. Sometimes you need to be the voice of the masses.
But I think nowadays the issue is not about we are in social media era. So whatever, if you want a position, you have to be social media present. So people are voting based on visibility and social media presence. How present are you on social media? So if you do this stuff, someone somewhere will go on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and go and say, oh, this guy is doing well. But you are good, you are very competent, hardworking, and you are working behind the scene. Nobody is coming to appreciate it because they are not seeing you. Do you get it? So that is why the agenda boys and girls would like to take a picture or a video.
So
and
So
post
can I
it on
can I
social-
can I can I ask this question?
Then it means
Can I
they
ask
are
this
doing
question?
it for humanitarian purposes.
That-
They are doing it to benefit their own.
Danny, so let me ask this question. Is it a way of extorting support from the student body to support their agenda?
Exactly. Because everybody going into an election wants to win. So no matter what you do to win, how you win the election, you don't care. Even if you go to the extent of kneeling down. I have done some before. How do you call it? Simple block A, the ladies block. I kneel down begging them to vote for my candidate. Go score 3 and 1. I've knelt down begging people just to vote for my candidate.
You are one of the
So it's not like I'm the problem, but I'm trying to say that if it comes to election and how to win power, you can do anything humanly possible just to win power. So they are doing that.
That means the quality is very dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
That means the
Exactly.
quality
That was what this program is designed for us to educate the students. Because we, the student, that is what influencing the thing. If the person comes and like, oh, I want to give you this water. But I said,
Don't take a video.
I want, okay, I will take, but don't take any picture or anything that's showing that. Because,
But mind you, the students too are part with the student. You see, sometimes you go for campaign. Me, I've done a lot of dirty, as he mentioned earlier. I've done a lot of dirty work.
Dirty politics.
Door by door. There is no hostel on North Campus here that I haven't been to. Maybe unless the hostel is new. So sometimes you knock at someone's door. The person say, unless you buy me 1 bag of pure water before they let you enter the area. Do you get this one? So sometimes the students are the problem. They want you to give them money. Sometimes you are in the house or you are in the hostel. Someone will text you message, hello, blah 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 blah. I need money. I'm hungry. Like, we are all students.
You have brought a point.
Do you get
Knocking
it?
someone's door. I think this issue has to be with the SLC or the EC has to, make some amendments in how we conduct politics on campus. Because, I think the latter part of the semester and then you will be opening, you will be lifting ban for active politics. Now, then someone will come and then knock your door. What is preventing them to open it as soon as the second semester? When you go to KUST, the narrative was like this. But I think last year or something, they made amendments of this thing and then right now they have started. So when you give ample time for the candidates or the agenda voice, they will stop disturbing us.
But I think the system is different. But currently, there was a release from the SRC Electoral Commission on the 7th of May 2026. And it is headline supplementary notice on the ban on campus political activities. And in fact, by setting and analyzing the content of the letter alone has some constitutional breaches. Okay. And in fact, if you read the first paragraph, that says that the Office of the Electoral Commission are observed with concern on certain activities and publications that appear inconsistent with directive previously issued under the reference number UW, then they cited the reference number. These include unofficial analysis by students and bloggers, coordinated publicity, symbolic displays, and other indirect forms. Now, you want them to make an amendment and give students more room for them to be able to have ample time to campaign, right? But even this letter alone is restricted to even bloggers. I don't know when electoral commissioners started banning bloggers for them to issue a letter restricting bloggers of their work.
Yeah.
I think my brother, the EC Omar, I think he can do better because I was in the same soup with him when he was contesting for his financial secretary.
Disappointed one.
Yes, of course. and I don't know, maybe some of them, because of the fear, what happened last year, they don't want the same thing to happen because the current president was having a foundation, and as early as the second week of the second semester, they were going around doing donation, welcoming students with their branded reflector. I don't know what is stopping them to allow this current agenda guys to feel free and enjoy themselves with it.
And even 5 times. Even when you go to the SRU Constitution, Article 13 clause 6 Section A says that the headline is Rules and Regulations for Elections. It says that the Electoral Commission shall, by constitutional instrument, make rules and regulations for the effective performance of its functions under this constitution and or any other resolution of the General or Local Assembly. Now, the content of this letter is contradicting what is in the SRC constitution. We don't have the CI. So what is the essence of this one?
Okay, when analyze the thing critically, where they are.
I just feel like they want to overshadow some of the candidates. You realize that some of the candidates are already getting the visibility. They are active on social media. Recently, when one of our sister fell sick, lady from they see how people were donating money. So if they are candidates, like in quotes, if they feel like it's going to give an advantage to such candidates over the others, that's why they are trying to bring this kind of restriction so that the candidates will be overshadowed.
And I think that's unfair.
But solely, I don't think that the Electoral Commission will be having an interest in the election.
They are not supposed to be, but all this while they always we are all human. Yeah, I think we are all human.
So that brings me.
We are not saying they are having interest.
That brings me to this very, very important question in my head: is that do current administrations have vested interest in the future of the SRC?
They might have. They might.
You don't have
My point is,
Yes, but I'm saying they might have.
of you is
So they are.
So it's just.
They might. Yes, I'm just.
So me from where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I can see or say allegedly the SRC or something whatever they have interest in the
Next election.
I don't have any proof, but I think they might.
Yeah, and it's something that is
If it's the norm, like that has been the norm all this while. So
then
You
don't act as if like you don't know.
Is there any precampness that's directly linked?
we have individuals. Every individual pursuing for their own interest in terms of politics.
Yeah.
But then saying that the Electoral Commission is not entirely you.
No, it's not the electoral commission. We are saying that
the Electoral Commission.
that's the current administration.
So
the issue is that every SRC executive there was having how do you call it, agenda godfather. So the moment the current aspirants are coming from the same camp, definitely they are going to have interest. Because if you were my godfather and now my godfather is bringing someone, then that person is going to be my son, my godson. So at the end of the day, they will have interest.
I don't know what's making an example from the departmental side. Broadening the scope of the interest that we are saying.
Okay.
Now, I can have an interest in an election, especially if I'm an executive.
Sure.
Assuming that my brother is contesting for an election. Automatically, looking at the bloodline, I cannot deny my brother. You get me? But I cannot pay the constitution solely come out and support him.
Oh, so no.
In as much as we are talking about the SRC, they are also human beings and they are also students like us. Or if they have the constitutional right to vote for any candidate of their choice. And that also is an interest.
Yeah, sure.
So the vested interest I was talking about was behind the scenes
To lobby
for future
Behind
aspirations.
even the departmental levels, some of the executives are projecting candidates as we speak now
From their own camp.
to go and then contest.
For that
bad? Is that bad for somebody?
No. You can't say it's bad. You can't say it's bad.
No,
You can't say it's bad.
Sometimes someone must
Why?
someone needs to inspire you.
Because
when I came to level 100, our church where there was the open for nomination. But I was not having interest in these leadership and stuff. But one of my colleagues who was part of the current administration spoke to me that he sees some leadership qualities in me, so he thinks that I should vouch him for the organizing secretary. And I went. Does it mean that he was solely having interest in the organization.
Is it no? Some people can have special interest.
He was sitting from the same department and they are trying to overshadow one. We have instances, where
So let's take, for example, let's move beyond campus politics. When Baumia was running for flag bearership, I think he went to see the former president Kufuor in his house to seek his blessing. Can we say that Kufuor had a vested interest?
That one has a case study. You can't say the fact that you went to see Kufuor.
No,
means that
that one is different. But let's say the same Kufuor.
Okay.
He is the father of NPP.
Okay.
Let's just put it in case.
Sure.
He's the father of NPP. He can say behind the scene that I want you to be the
I think the best scenario that we can use is the Sweat Road Declaration,
Yes.
where late President Light Lieutenant General John Rawlings declared the late President Atamils as the flag bearer of the NDC party without any election. That's why we can solely say that.
He has a vested interest.
Absolute interest. And that one you can say it on authority because you have the
Fact, yeah. So we cannot
in every political setting there is interest. In every political setting there is interest.
absolutely.
Even among vetted panelists, there is interest.
we understand the difference.
There is interest.
What I'm trying to say is that it seems like the campus politics, the interest is becoming too much, and then even breaching certain people's rights. Now, let me take one department for example. Now, we don't know, maybe you and Danny are coming from the same department. Maybe my high interest in our SRC presidency. Danny will also have the same interest. Now, the executives that is supposed to be neutral. Then they will meander their way. Then they will be saying that they are doing internal vetting for the
that is running for SRC.
So I think that one I disagree with you because see we have in an instance where about 5 candidates came out to contest for local news president from the Department of Political Science. They all declared their intent.
When?
During 2023 election. SRC. I'm giving you an example. No, not Shafao.
No, it's talking about 4 semesters.
In 2023, we have about 4 candidates coming out from Department of Political Science declaring their intent to contest for local news. In the same department, we had about 3 people who came out to contest for the office of SRC presidency. We have people contesting for news president, SRC, department, and all that from the same department. So, as a department who is trying to maybe push an agenda, you vet these people. There are some people, because their parents are maybe informed them that make sure you get the position before you.
Honorable Chiefs, why do you need to vet them? If they have that script,
at the end of the day,
you for going for office.
at the end of the day, the image of the department that is the SRC. No.
It's wrong.
Internal vetting is different.
Since when did internal vetting become a thing in England?
This is the new trend.
From the league.
This is the new trend.
I know my man is the legal man and I'm the same association.
Yes.
You and I should be honest with ourselves on this. Now, from the legal perspective, Article 18 clause 4 of the SRC Constitution talks about election of officers into bracket qualifications. And none of the qualifications saying that an aspirant or a candidate should solely be restricted based on internal vetting.
Oh no.
So it is illegal.
That is not the argument.
It's bigger than the SRC.
No, listen, that is not the argument.
It's not bigger than the SRC.
This is department. This is department. And we have a lot of
position
people
of the person is contested.
position from my Listen.
It's for the SRC.
No, they are from the department.
You allow them to
You want to win it.
Yes.
No, listen, we are not saying that we are restricting people not to
When did internal vetting become a thing in the department?
Oh, see, agenda guys, no, if you have been agenda, people voluntarily do that. People voluntarily opt for pre-vetting. So that is what the department is doing. They
Voluntary.
just want to pre-vet. They just want to They are just pre-vetting.
I think Celeste, they issue a communique about
Pre-vetting.
That one is all.
their intention is that they want to build confidence for the
That's what the department is doing.
So
No.
That's internal vet.
After the vetting, listen, please.
Out of the fight.
before.
Please listen. After the vetting, the department can give recommendation to the candidate.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. They can,
I want to ask you this
based
question.
on your performance, I think if you go to based on your performance, we think if you go for maybe new secretary, that would have been better because based on your performance, SRC president might be huger or heavier than you. Do you get it?
I want to ask you.
So we are just preventing the people and giving them feedback. That's
I
all.
want to ask you one question.
Okay.
Who will organize that internal vetting?
The department can do it.
As what?
No, what is the intention?
Yes, as what?
What is the
Each
intention?
of them. Each of them.
The institution,
Yeah.
parliament, for proposal, for instance, the parliament can
So
propose that.
National Parliament has the right to determine which candidate can just.
No. Is wrong. So we are not recommending the people for them to go to SRC. We want to see their capability and give them feedback. Give them feedback.
No.
We just want to boost their confidence level.
On the major one that was like the presidency,
Secretary.
Even the secretaries they are not part.
Which department are you now? Maybe that is not poster. It's not poster.
So it means that you have
It's not poster. It's not poster. Maybe you are talking about
Daniel. From a legal perspective, is it legal for a department to run internal vetting?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That is what I need to know.
Okay, that is his view. I think legally it's not good. Because no, this is our home affair.
When we are speaking about legal issues,
I agree.
Article J. Your qualifications.
Constitution have not made it explicitly clear that
It's not. It don't use even explicitly. It's not in.
it's not in the constitution that you have to do. So if a department feel like, oh, we want to help our candidate,
Why do you have to feel something? Why do you have to feel
we can do that.
something? The constitution.
Audience, please, I want to know in the comment section if what others are saying. Because this is a very heated topic. So please,
that one gives more
I need your
advantage to those that are doing these charity works and other stuff.
yeah, for others who are competent.
People think that these individuals are well to do. They have that capability. They have the resources to be able to run the administration when they are giving. They're not. But at the end of the day, they go with a different mindset.
Yeah.
Creating a system of looting and sharing.
I think me personally, I stand against students involving a lot of money into campus politics. Even though you need some money to run your election. But I don't support a candidate who is like taking the system with a lot of money. You are giving them water. There was a time thing.
Okay.
Organization is organizing their own program.
Is vote buying a thing?
On campus.
Yes, is vote buying a thing?
In many instances.
Because we've already established that these people use the donations as a means to extort support.
Or even national politics. Recently, the MPs were complaining of vote buying. Even national politics.
So we are, and it's a habit that we've learned.
They are mimicking it from the national level, which is
No. You see, the student politics is very, very dynamic.
Okay.
This year, it can be like you are using something to extort the student or the voters.
Right.
But some years, it's based on emotion.
Okay.
So someone can be like,
2023. Which year was election done based on emotions? Which year?
Please relax.
Which year? In our first year, people were sharing calendars and go.
Yes.
Level
200 people said they'll do for party.
Listen. Some of the election are some of the election are based on emotion. Some of the students will be like,
since you came to level 100,
what What did FK? What did FK?
You're talking about election. You're actually is FK election.
No, I'm giving you an
FK wasn't only for 2024 election.
I can also give you examples of people that were also sharing things.
and I'm saying that it's very damn.
Which election?
The question is vote buying a thing.
We don't need
Yes or no. It's vote buying a thing.
Yes. I think the electoral commission is happening.
So yes.
They should include it in their CI. Because the constitution gives them right to add any other rules and regulations.
Reminds me of elections. During the day of election, you will see some candidates. You will see some candidates
Okay.
hiring buses at some joints, picking students to go and vote for them. When we were going,
I disagree with you on that. I disagree on
so I'm trying to tell you that you have not seen all these stars on campus.
I've seen it, and
There's something
I will always continue to advocate for that because we are students. No.
It blames those that are not having the resources after this.
Oh yes.
There's no fair play in politics. You have to get no. If you want to win election, you have to be smart, strategic. So you can't say that I should use my listen.
It's right for the SRC to have interest in the election.
Oh yes.
No, they can't have it. That's why they said
Initially, you are criticizing, but you are not saying that.
I'm saying that
The one that is representing the whole student.
I'm saying that no, let's digest the issue of the bus issue.
Those
Let's
who
digest.
were not in support of the
And also
Wait.
also on the campus agenda.
I think he's tackling the past.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's tackle the bus and then we'll go.
Let's start there.
Let's tackle the bus.
The bus issue is that you want people to come and vote for you, and you want a means to. You see, there is always a voter apathy in Ghana, even in national and on campus. Someone is not having lectures. You expect the person to pick his or her own money, travel to campus.
This one responsibility of a UW student.
That's where we have to get the responsibility.
No. See, listen,
Let him stop. Let him
UW is a school of inclusivity. UW is a school of inclusivity.
Okay.
We have, excuse me to say, the people from the PWD
Oh yes.
in the community. So they pick only them. So if the bus is going to pick them, you add these people to it. You see, so it is a housing.
Now,
You want them to come and vote.
all these things play a dynamic role in who gets power. Now, when these people get power, and it comes to a list of appointments, more often than not, it becomes friends and supporters association. Oh, this guy helped me win the campaign, so let me give him this appointment. Let me give him SRCPR. Let me give him Speaker of Parliament. Without vetting the competency of the person. So at the end of the day, these people run the administration into the ground.
Yeah.
So we want to know, should appointment of SRC executives and even local news executives be based on merit of support or competence?
I think it's based on merit.
Thank you.
Because firstly, we'll be out here and I will not support this guy. I will support this guy. At least maybe I also use some resources to help him.
Sure.
And when I will be now the government than him, where that he was what bashing him. No. That one day, I think it should be based on merit. That one day, I to some extent
disagree with him.
Okay, let us
I think it's that if it should be based on merit, then I think that there should be some criteria for it. What I think is that currently we will try and push for a certain motion. If possible, we will draft a bill to the local assembly. The time we need to have appointment committee at the local assembly. That will vet the credibility of these appointees that are being appointed into the administration. Most of the time, they operate within the sports system. They will give somebody media chairman of anything. While the person doesn't even know where TikTok is alcohol. The person doesn't have any access to most of the significant media houses.
So at the end of the day, how does administration work?
I think, you see, politics is based on loyalty. So me, if I'm a candidate and I have my loyal people around, I know their strength and weakness. So if I know that you are good at media work and we win part, I'll give
That is how it's supposed to be. Sometimes loyalty can cloud a sense of judgment.
No, sometimes that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to do it in that regard.
But still, they need to check the person.
Yeah, they have to check.
What if the person is a criminal?
See,
What if the person is a criminal?
listen. That's why I think Posta will be the best institution for the they should come to political science and come and learn from us. Because we have the appointment committee and all that. And that is the best. Because
Gentlemen.
No, I want to make this.
Okay, make your point because we need to wrap
We are
up.
saying that we should get an appointed committee to scrutinize these people that they have been given the appointment. What is the credibility of appointment?
you can't say that.
You didn't ask me. You didn't ask me of how the bill will be.
Okay.
So the bill will be in the form of the new administration, the old administration that are leaving office, because you know that normally the inauguration is done after that particular administration has assumed office. The following semester is when they are
sworn in.
inauguration and swearing in. So I think that at that particular instance, before they even do the inauguration, the old administration, which has not handed over yet, but their A level constitutes an appointment committee. That's the new administration appointment.
I think that would be wrong. That would be wrong because the appointment committee members are supposed to come from the end. They are supposed to come down. As at that time, level 100 current
Our constitution is so complex to the extent that
as at that time,
all those individuals that you would have for them to have the appointment committee are from the presidential appointees. So how will you be able to bring this?
No, it's supposed to be balanced.
I'm saying that the people that are members of ABU are presidential appointees. So we need those individuals.
We also have cost reps and staff in.
But you cannot swear the cost reps in as members of ABU without these individuals. They need to be vetted and approved before they are all being sworn in.
Okay,
That is the complexity of our point. So
the cost reps don't need to be because the people they pass through this vetting during the departmental election.
Departmental level has nothing to do with the
SRC. So, gentlemen, let's try and wrap this hour up together. We are discussing campus agenda. We've gotten to know a lot of pointers. What are some of the things that we can bring into motion to make campus agenda smoothly? This is the last question that I have for all of you. What are some of the things that we can do moving forward to make campus agenda more interesting, so that people can openly contest for positions based on their strength and not by trying to impress students when they don't even have the resources? What is the way forward?
You switch from campus politics, you switch from popularity to policy-based agenda. When they come to you that I'm going for this, support me, ask every question that is in your head. And their ability to answer or respond to your questions will help you to ascertain whether or not this individual is fit for that portfolio when giving the nod. Then they are also pleading to the vetting committee and the electoral commission as well.
Yes.
They should do thorough background check about these individuals. Thorough background check about these individuals, because the rate at which our figures are being increased is becoming so alarming.
Okay.
So please, they should do thorough background, and earlier should also have the power should utilize the power that they have in the constitution that mandate them to subpoena any part of president executive on any audited documents.
So I'll go for the SRC. I think for the first semester there, if there's a ban on campus politics, it's okay.
But as soon as we open the second semester, because I'm saying it based on KNUST, they were practicing the same thing. But when they win amendment, you see that, oh, I think it will allow the people, when they are, when they put test in the board, they will share. You will see welcome back to school. What is the intention? Good luck in your medicine exam. What is the intention? So, when you break ban or any notice or any committee, they will still do. Yeah, well, what do you do?
But that
was opinion.
qualification. The student handbook, you don't face you campus.
No, we can open it and then with some restrictions. Now, then if you open it and then with the restrictions and then the person breaches the restrictions, then that one there.
You can
qualify the person. So I think this is a plea to the SLC EC. If I think this will be the first policy or something that they will do at. They will put in place. So I'm begging them.
Let's wrap it up. And
I think for me, I'll start from the student populace. I will encourage the students to vote based on competency. Let's stop voting because the person is a church member, because the person belongs to my ethnic group, because the person belongs to my department. If you stop all this time, I think we will get correct and competent leaders. Aside that, leaders should have some personal principles for themselves, so that if they get the opportunity and reach the top, they will not compromise their personal principle just because of power.
okay, thank you, gentlemen, for your insight. I think we've learned so much about campus agenda. This is beyond the noise. We are here and we are here to stay. Every weekend, we have something for you guys. So please get on our TikTok channel, Big Agenda Podcast, like, share, subscribe. Next time, we'll bring you better and banger topics to discuss. Thank you very much for watching, and next time, we'll be hoping to see you again. Thank you.